finished to peel the potatoes, I put them here, and then you need some strength to press. Oh, at this point I hear the noise of the vegetable changing. I stir it. I add a little more broth. Let them cook further. Go on with potatoes. What I'm doing is called timing, which means don't waste the time. Do other things while you're waiting for other things. One of the things you do, the main thing that you do when you do the pasta is to develop the gluten that doesn't exist at the beginning. And the gluten is important because it's actually the glue that holds all the granules of starch together. So making pasta means to work for a long time in order to get an elastic and compact dough. And then we have to let it rest to lose the elasticity before we can use it. When you make gnocchi, you have to forget all that kind of elaboration because this is completely different. Actually, you have to try to develop as less gluten as possible. You can actually do the gnocchi with gluten-free flours. Ingredients of the potato gnocchi are potatoes, as you see, white flour, I don't know if you see it, there is the pepper in front of it, and salt. This is the basic original recipe. I add also 1 egg, not much egg, because the more egg, the more liquid you add, then the more flour you add, the more flour means tougher gnocchi. And the gnocchi should be light, should be soft, they should melt in your mouth. Sale. Another couple of minutes and then we can add the meat to the sauce. So we let the wine evaporate, releasing its nice aroma into the meat. After that we add the tomatoes, some more broth, a little more salt, pepper, and then we cover and let it simmer. Meanwhile I do the gnocchi. Another ladle of broth, pepper, a little more salt, stir, see, you have to let the ingredients passing through your fingers. See, like this. Remember, don't work too much. Just enough to mix the ingredients. Okay, done. At this point, try to make a a smooth ball. Try to avoid cracks and cuts on the surface, because the cracks and the cuts open up during the boiling in the water, and then they become mashed potatoes. So that's why you have to avoid cuts and cracks and make the surface as smooth as possible. And at this point, we start the rolling. When you roll, just apply very light pressure. Don't press too much. Don't let your fingerprints on the roll. This is the size of the cylinder, about this one, about like this. Let's say half an inch, 1 centimeter and a half. A spatula or a knife, it's fine, also a knife. Cut little segments, see, about this size. I don't know if you see me, maybe in this way. Okay, little gnocchi. Then using the spatula or your hands or a similar utensil like this, with the flour, toss them in this way so that they get completely coated with the flour. And the final thing is to use this board, the riga gnocchi, is stripped here, I don't know if you see it, or alternatively you can use a fork. Riga gnocchi or a fork. I'm showing you what to do. Hold your cutting board, or your riga gnocchi, your wooden board, if you have it, like this. You don't have to hold it in your hand. It's unuseful. Then, take one gnocchi at a time between two fingers. Place it here on the top of the riga gnocchi. A light pressure with your thumb and let it go. See, in this way, they get all stripped like this with a hole in the middle. I don't know if it is visible. And they hold the sauce better in this way. See, I'm going slower because I'm also teaching and talking and taking time. But once you are in your kitchen, this can be even quicker than I do. So sometimes it's an excuse to say I have no time. Actually, you can do this sauce in advance on Saturday and Sundays when you're free. You can put in containers and freeze it so you have it ready, handy. Don't put them in the refrigerator. Never put fresh pasta or fresh gnocchi in the refrigerator, because with the humidity of the refrigerator, they will get all moldy. Absolutely disgusting. They will get stuck all together. So put them on a large tray like this and freeze them. When they're frozen, you can collect them in a bag. I hope everybody sees what I'm doing. I just roll each gnocco over the ribs of the fork. The gnocchi are very versatile, talking about seasoning, about sauces, dressing. What I mean, you know that Italians are very picky. We have hundreds and hundreds of different shapes of pasta. Each shape has its particular sauce. And there are reasons for that. Now it's too long to explain. There are reasons for that. The gnocchi are versatile. You can dress the gnocchi with almost everything. Today is meat sauce, but can be mushrooms, can be gorgonzola, can be shrimps, can be vegetable sauce like artichokes, like peas, or like a combination of other vegetables like asparagus, green beans, whatever you like. Bell peppers, eggplant. I'm doing a little more gnocchi, then I change, I put the boiling water here, so we can start to boil the gnocchi, and then you see how to cook the gnocchi. I wish you could smell it. I don't know if you can smell it. I don't think so. But you see the smoke? That smoke is so attractive. tablespoon. Then I take the gnocchi a little at a time with this utensil, but you can use your hands. Huh? But in this way, I draining off some of the flour and put them in the water. Not many, not much, just maybe 3 scoops at the beginning. I just give a stir to detach them from the bottom. I put the sauce into the skillet. The gnocchi are ready when they float on the surface. At the beginning, they start to come up from the bottom and they dance in the water up and down until they stay stably over the surface. When they stay stably over the surface without going down, without sinking anymore, is the time to take them out. It's about 3 minutes. See, some of them I'm already there. So what you do, and this is a cooperation job, something to do together. One puts in and the other one fish them out. They stay stably over the surface. When they stay stably over the surface without going down, without sinking anymore, is the time to take them out. It's about 3 minutes. See, some of them I'm already there. So what you do, and this is a cooperation job, something to do together. One puts in and the other one fish them out when they float. See, in this way. more gnocchi in the water. Some more gnocchi are ready on the surface. I used to do gnocchi in the night time when I was running a restaurant on the island in Giglio a couple of lives ago. I was a crazy chef of restaurant, making fresh pasta and gnocchi and freezing in single portions at night when the work was finished, when the kitchen was clean, and so after that, checking what was left over in the refrigerator, calling the fishmonger about 2 in the night to see what was fresh and do the order of the fish, and then write the menu for the next day. That was my job every night. Okay, final tossing. See? More sauce on top. Grated cheese. Buon appetito and see you soon for the next live cooking lesson on Facebook, on Alex's page. We will do fresh pasta. Now a short summary of what we've done. We have done potato gnocchi with meat sauce. Ingredients: extra virgin olive oil, mire poivre, celery, carrot and onion, red wine, ground meat, tomatoes, salt, pepper. I have added a bay leaf. For the potato gnocchi, yellow potatoes already boiled and crushed. Flour. I put 1 egg on 1 kilogram of potatoes. 1 kilogram corresponds to 2.2 pounds. I mix everything with my hands, like with my zombie fingers. Then I make a smooth ball that I cut in pieces and then roll with a very light pressure. Then I've cut small segments that I've rolled all over the riga gnocchi or over the ribs of the fork. Then the gnocchi must be boiled until they float and toss into the sauce that you chose. Today is meat sauce, but next times I will be live on Facebook. We can do other sauces. Very interesting are seasonal vegetable sauces. They are tasty and they are healthy for us. Bye bye everybody.